depending on who you ask, they'll tell you I'm a legend. From YO to the Veil to the Mongo spot on Creston. Always been 1,000, never ever been a lane. Lay a nigga down for these 3 letters on my chain.
Yo, what's shaking with it, y'all? You already know what time it is, man. It's your main man, Hood, and all that. And you are now checking out a new episode of Tales from the Hood. I know I haven't gave y'all a video in a minute, but your boy is back. I hope y'all enjoy this story. And before I even get into this, man, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for me. I definitely appreciate all my loyal subscribers, all my hoodlums and all that, man. Much love, all right? Let's get into this shit. So, look, man, within the last week, your boy 50 been all over the internet for multiple reasons. One of the main reasons being, you know, him trolling Big Meech about this whole ratting thing and all that, right? So what I want to talk about is something that I've spoke on a few times, but I never like really dived deep into this specific topic. So I'm going to use this opportunity to do so, right? Now, if you've been following me for a minute, and you've been following D-Block since the early 2000s, you are familiar with the G-Unit battle that we had, right? Before we engaged in this battle, we sat down and was like, you know what? How are we going to attack this dude? What's going to be the most effective way, you know, to get at him and all that? So we like, you know what? Let's attack his character. And what I mean by that is let's go at him with this whole snitching allegation that's surrounding him and all that, because motherfuckers was already throwing that snitch jacket on him. So the seed was already planted. So the only thing we had to do is basically speak on that within our bars. You know what I mean? We had no physical evidence to support that claim, but like I said, the seed was already planted in the street, so we just needed to talk about it. So we did just that. And I knew it was effective the minute that I took the meeting with him, right? Now, I spoke about the meeting a few different times before. I told you guys that it lasted about 6 to 7 hours. Now, out of these 6 or 7 hours, this is word of my life, he spent about 2.5 of these 6 to 7 hours trying his absolute hardest to convince me and my niggas that he never ratted on nobody. Now, we didn't even bring these allegations up. We didn't even mention it or nothing. Like, he brought them up himself. I'm talking about this was like one of the first things that he spoke to me about when we sat down. Like, he really just started getting into detail about how niggas is trying to like mess his credibility up, calling him a rat, and how it ain't true. And he basically told a story about the scenario in the studio that took place with you know, a couple different Murder Inc. members or whatever the case be. And he like I said, he told me what happened. But the way he explained the story, he kind of made it seem like they tried to do something to him, but they kind of failed. You know what I mean? When they was trying to do what they did to him. And the funny thing about that is Black Child actually told me the same story, but, you know, he explained it in a different way that made it look like someone really did something to 50 that night and he told on him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say who he said did what, but he said somebody did something and 50 told on him, you know what I mean? Now, like I said, this was the same story that 50 was telling me when he was explaining to me that he didn't rat, but it was told differently. You feel what I'm saying? And not only did he speak on that story, but he also spoke about the whole Ghetto Quran thing and how people were trying to basically insinuate that he was dry snitching on that song, and his lyrics within that song led to certain people getting arrested and all that. He was like, man, they're just trying to, you know, connect me to different things and trying to assassinate my character and all this other shit. And I thought it was pretty interesting, man. I thought to myself, I'm like, yo, why is he really going this hard to try to, I'm not going to say change my view on him, because I'm not going to say I really did believe that he ratted. I didn't know that. Like I said, we just ran what we was hearing because we was engaging in a battle. And like I said, we thought that would be effective. And clearly it was, because I could tell that it bothered him. It bothered him so much that he brought it up on his own. And he spoke on it for 2 hours. So in the back of my mind, when he's explaining this to me, and he's like telling the story, I'm like, yeah, that shit really bothered him. It messed with him for real, man. Because why would a person bring this up on their own? Why would this be the first thing you want to speak about in a meeting that's supposed to be about business? You feel what I'm saying? He like, you know what I gotta do? I have to sway this guy's opinion on me so he won't think that I'm this certain way. And that was like, it was funny to me, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? It was funny, more funny than anything, because like I said, deep in my mind, I never really believed that he ratted, because I never seen any documentation that supported that claim. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, I've heard different rumors over the years about how, you know, he could possibly be linked to law enforcement in a different way. But I also remember when he like was popping, when he had first got signed to M and all that, when he dropped his album, I remember Hip Hop Police following that man regularly and pulling him over and bothering him and just fucking with him on the regular. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't know about all that, man. I think they just trying to assassinate that man's character. You feel me? But like I said, I don't know. I don't think he told on nobody, but I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not using this video as an opportunity to try to talk down on that man and nothing like that. I'm just sharing with you the information that he told me during that meeting, because it was beyond, I'm not even gonna say interesting, even though it was interesting. I just wasn't expecting him to tell me and my 6 guys that I was with that story, because we didn't even ask him about it. So he volunteered that information to us because I guess, like I said, it bothered him that much. You feel me? So I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. What do you think about that? Do you think what I think? You think that it just messed with him that much that we, you know, use that information to put within our bars? Because niggas was calling that man Curtis Rats, and they was calling him all type of shit. So it's like, if a motherfucker is using that type of shit to attack you, and you know you didn't do that, it's gonna mess with you. It's gonna mess with anybody. You feel what I'm saying? So let me know what you guys think, man. Drop a comment in the comment section below. Make sure you like this video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already, man. Keep rocking with your boy. Run my views up, man. I'm back. I'm about to be more consistent for y'all. And you already know, man. Appreciate y'all. All right?